the idea is not to lose control of what you're doing, but to be informed and change in response to it. And that's what we're trying to do. It's teamwork.
This building was acquired by the Royal Academy way back in 2001. It was actually discussed all through the 1990s as a potential venue for exhibitions about architecture.
Okay, this is actually the key room in a way. This is I call it the induction room. We're submerged into it. Because we didn't want to do an architectural exhibition on its own. So look at the forces which in a way design buildings, and of course buildings also have effect on those social, political, economic forces. Just mention inside out is important. It's important because our buildings are inside out, not just because they're willfully out inside out, but because if you want flexibility, and flexibility and change of use is absolutely critical to all buildings. And I'll just point out very quickly that when we built the Pompidou, or as Beaubourg as we called it, one of the major departments there is the library. We had books when we started it, and we had IT when it finished it, and the spaces are totally different. Books were half dead by the time we finished. And different, you could say, for Lloyd's. We started with Lloyd's, where people actually, I'm not joking, actually still had quill pens. They well, of course, by the time we finished building, quill pens couldn't keep up with the IT. So the world is changing very quickly. Buildings have to be able to adapt, and therefore flexibility is key. Flexibility is key. We remove the structure, we make the mechanical service from the interruptions in the floor. We put them on the outside. It has two advantages. One advantage being that, as I said, it's functionally good, because you can make those changes. They have short life, because it's obviously the machines run out of date very quickly. But in art terms, it allows you to have light and shadow. So that's the inside out. It allows you to play, otherwise it just becomes walls. It allows you to play with light and shadows, make relationship with buildings around, towers of Lloyd's, for instance. We are living in an age which is certainly not fair. We've progress in nearly every direction, but actually the gap between the poor and the rich, the bottom 10% and the top 10% has continuously got larger. As I mentioned the other day, the two richest people in the States were actually very good. They do give money away. And the same as a whole, the third of the state's poorer people, a third of the population of the 4 million or so that live there, earn less than 2. There's something wrong with that kind of society. It's not just the question, obviously, of wealth. It's about the whole ability of living in a human way.
My name is Jeremy Melvin. I'm the curator for the Royal Academy for this exhibition. I'm also consultant curator for the architecture program here at the Royal Academy. What we're trying to do in this show is to explore Richard Rogers and his creative practice. He is obviously an architect, but as an architect he has a very wide range of sources and references, and a very intense collaborative way of working with colleagues, with other collaborators, with clients, and indeed with the public. What we're trying to show here is I think, in one sense, give an insight into the creative practice of a very important architect, but also, I hope, beyond that, to explore how architecture in general can be a creative practice alongside the other arts which exist within the Royal Academy.